Hello there, Ciruli. Sorry, Shy. Okay, Shy. So thanks for getting the essay correction. Sorry for the small delay. There's just a lot of students in the online course at the moment. Okay, so since the reach of communication devices such as smartphones has increased considerably in recent times. Okay, so if we're using since, then it's like basically saying because. So since the increase of smartphones, there has been this. So it's like a clause. We need to finish that clause, and we didn't here. So be careful. Okay? The interaction between individuals of a family has gone down considerably. Gone down is rather basic. What could you say? Has fallen considerably. Okay, I completely agree with it. Okay? Agree with what? That it's gone down, or that you agree and you're happy that it's gone down. So you need to be careful and a little bit more specific as to what you're saying. Also, here you said I completely agree with it. You can't say that's an empty sentence, okay? And we need to, and it's empty because we could put that into an essay about nuclear war. I completely agree with it, okay? Or nuclear disarmament. And so the problem is we need to, it's too generic. We need to make it specific. So I completely agree. Or even better, I completely agree that communication has fallen. And the main culprits are modern technology. Something like that, okay? Families in the most part of the world are unable to spend time with each other despite having technology to do so. Prime reason for this occurrence is due to the lack of time. Okay, an excellent example of this is a home where both parents are working as a result of their work schedules and pressures. They may not be able to talk much to their, check your spelling, children. Okay, so both parents are working as a result of their schedule, or as a result of work schedules, parents aren't talking to children. So here, you need to improve your punctuation. The punctuation needs to be improved in this sentence, so as to determine, as a result, which does it belong to? Does it belong to this part of the sentence, or does it belong to this part of the sentence? Okay? So you might want to just research that. Therefore, it would be apt to say that families are able to speak to each other at a much lower rate than earlier. Okay, are able to is not the right verb here. That's like ability. So what we should say is, therefore, it would be apt to say that families are speaking to each other at a much lower rate than earlier. A much lower rate is not the most common way to say that. Speaking less to each other than earlier. And also we need to be a little bit more specific than earlier, say, than 3 decades ago. Okay? The lack of verbal communication among family members. Okay, the lack of verbal communication among family members stems from the usage of communication devices such as smartphones and laptops. Good, but we do need to reorganize that and edit it for grammar, and the correct version was the version you just heard me say to you. The younger generation is constantly hooked to gadgets and are unwilling to have a chat with parents. The youngsters have lost the art of communication as their attention spans have reduced considerably due to the constant availability of readily consumable media. A recent study has shown 60% of high school students cannot hold a conversation for more than 5 minutes. Okay, that's unbelievable. Okay, the example is unbelievable here. Okay, so we need to make the examples more accurate. There's a whole chapter about this in the sentence guide. It would be perfect for you. Also, another skill that you really need to master and start incorporating into your essays is hedging, and it's quite easy to incorporate, and it would boost your writing, your academic writing considerably. and it can be learnt in about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so, and we've got a whole module about that on the online course, which would benefit you considerably. Thus, the communicating ability of children has gone down considerably. Okay, there would be a better way to rephrase that, but firstly, we need to use the right word. Has gone down, like we have done here, but like as I mentioned before, we'd say has reduced considerably. Interaction has lessened nowadays. There's lots of different ways of saying it, and gone down is a little bit basic. Okay. In conclusion, the lack of time from the parents' side and work pressures, along with short attention spans. Okay, short attention spans, and then just delete this because we've kind of already said that with short attention spans. We don't need to re-emphasize it, especially in the conclusion where we need to be a little bit more brief. Has resulted in hardly any conversation within, one word, within the family unit. Well done for using family unit. Good vocabulary. Okay then, Shay. So great work. There's plenty to improve. Working together and getting frequent essay corrections, we can definitely improve your writing style. And we can also work on your paragraphs. Paragraphs are good here, but this one needs to be improved considerably. And this is another skill that you can learn pretty quickly. Okay? So, just to compensate for the slightly later than normal delay, I can give you 2 essay corrections extra. If you sign up to the sentence guide course, I can give you those extra essay corrections, 2 extra free ones, but only if you sign up in the next 24 hours, okay? Alright, Shai, good luck with your IELTS preparation, and let's keep in contact. All the best.